Okay. Welcome back to another Let's Ramble video. And today we're going to be trying something a little bit different than normal. This is, if you didn't tell by the title, this is an Amazing Digital Circus, specifically episode 8, Let's Ramble. Now, here's the thing. It is currently Saturday, and I have not watched the episode, even though it came out this Friday. And you might be wondering, why the hell? Well, that's because, I first want to do a prediction and then watch the episode on Tuesday, then to later give my full review on Friday. Because I hate myself. So currently, I've been avoiding the internet entirely. Instagram, YouTube, even Pinterest. I've been avoiding Pinterest. I don't, you fucking freaks know it. I already know there's some fucking gooner bait shit on Rule 34 right now, and if I go on that site too, I would get spoiled. There you go. That's much better. So right now, today is Saturday at almost 9 p.m. and I am here to actually dissect this whatchamacallit, final image. So, okay, so the first 15 minutes, 20-ish minutes, maybe even less, is just me circling parts of this. And we're using the fucking software here. Hold up. Let me see. Apply transformation, please. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so where's my glove? Need my glove. Gloves. Makes me look cool because I'm an artist. Hell yeah. Okay, let's get this started. First off, holy shit. I've always appreciated shit like this because it's so chaotic yet so like comprehensible. I hope to achieve this level of fucking drawing. So we're just gonna. I don't even know where. Okay, fuck it. So I'm gonna start with this session right here. Okay, we sing. Oh, fuck, that's way too. It needs to be bright. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Ooh, this is about to be a good thumbnail. It's gonna be a stupid ass thumbnail, but it's gonna be a good thumbnail. Okay. This is obviously everything that's gonna happen in episode 8. If I was game theory right now, I'll be looking at the shading here and say Jesus Christ. But yeah. I don't remember my first video. My first video was on Amazing Digital Circus. So I'm gonna say it right now. This right here, Kinger here, this right here. I think Kinger is going to stumble. Oh, there's some shit here. I think Kinger is going to stumble upon some shit about CA that he's going to remember from his big brain. Big brain. Right? And because the reason why I say that is because it's kind of in a shaded dark area, and we already know that Kinger is most in control when it's him, like when he's in a dark area, because that's what he feels the most sane. And based off his wandering and looking around, he's probably either he stumbles upon it and then he realizes that he's in mortal fucking danger, or that he is like being cautious while stumbling upon this. That's what I'm thinking. Next is that I want to focus on this panel right here. Jax is depressed. Ragatha's here. Something I want you to notice that about Ragatha is that she's staring at at this. When I saw this image before, like the whole thing started, all I said was that Ragatha is cooked. She's done for. Ragatha, more like Ragathid, right? Because I honestly think she is going to get abstracted. So let's write that somewhere here. Ragatha, one called rag equals abstract. That. She's dead as hell. And you could already see here that Jax is pretty depressed about this. He's already probably depressed about his other friends dying. So what I'm thinking is that this right here is just foreshadowing the episode. Of course, I have not seen the episode. I could be wrong. I could be right. Let's fucking find out. Jax is just being hella depressed because he realized that Ragatha is dead as hell. I don't know what that's an eyeball. I wonder if everyone's getting looked with an eyeball. Well, no shit, everybody getting looked with an eyeball. Wait, hold up, pause. I don't know if it's on purpose though, because this eyeball is looking directly at Ragatha. I'm probably fucking overthinking it. I'm gonna be so dead. But yeah, he's hella depressed. Looking here, he's mad. Kinger, not Kinger, fucking Kane, mad boy. I'm calling it right now. This guy, Kinger, hear me out, guys, equals, I don't know, wait, maybe Abel. I hope I spelled that right. Maybe Abel. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So yeah, he's really mad, but of course he's really sad. Duh. And I'm gonna give him a little mustache, because he's evil. He's not actually evil. He's just a little desperate. Oh, didn't notice this in the background. Is Kane gonna lift up the circus? That's a little okay. I don't know if that's important to the thing, but I'll get back to that in a minute. That is the little layout they sit on. That is a bomb. Sorry guys, geeked out a little. But yeah, as you can see, clearly there's a dark, ominous shade that's going on here, and I honestly think that this is just Kane battling himself right now. Or at least coming to terms with something. Now, I don't really give a shit about that, because right now I'm talking about my favorite Yuri couple. Nah, it ain't Pomni and Ragatha. I actually really don't like that shit. It feels, it feels too web-patty to me. It just feels like, oh, they're two girls, so they obviously like each other. No, I see more chemistry between these two, and they're my favorite Yuri. Therefore, they're doomed Yuri, because hear me out. This motherfucker right here, Abs. Yeah, that's right. They gonna die. Hella dead. Promise you that. Gonna be hella dead. And one of the things I really want. Oh wait, fuck! I forgot to say, Kinger is also hella dead. These are my predictions. Either all three of them, either all Ragatha, Zubul, and Kinger, or one of them. And this looks so dumb. Holy shit. That's what I want. That's what I don't want it. I don't want it. Actually, I actually really don't want anyone to die. But it really sucks too, because Zubul and Kinger are like my top. It's Gangle, Zubul, and Kinger. Those are my three favorite characters from this show, and two of them are already dead. I don't even know what Gangle gonna fucking do anymore, right? But yeah, the only reason why I'm saying that Zubul's gonna get abstracted, because look at the way that Kane is holding on to Zubul angrily, because he's angry, right? Angry. I don't know what that fucking bomb is doing there. I don't know. I didn't see that before. But yeah, obviously Gang was trying to reach out to Zubul, and Zubul's obviously worried, right? Like, and Zubul's dead. Zubul's dead. Jax is being depressed because he probably realized that Ragatha is just abstracted. Okay, I'm telling you this right now. The episode's gonna somehow end up with all of them separated, or at least like somewhat separated. Pomni's gonna be by herself. Gangle and Zubul are gonna be together. Ragatha and Jax probably gonna have some fight in the episode. Like, I'm calling it right now. And Kinger's just, I love you, Kinger. Kinger's gonna stumble upon this type of information. I feel like Kinger's gonna bestow the information onto Pomni, and then he's gonna type shit, right? And then I'm gonna circle the ones that I think are gonna be alive. Pomni's gonna be alive at the end of the episode. Gangle and Jax. These are the guarantees that will survive the episode. That's what I think. Now, here's something interesting that I want everybody to see. Everybody, I mean. I feel, okay, you know what? I'm gonna say it right now. Because everyone is surrounded by abstractions, I feel like everybody is at risk to be abstract. And you might be thinking, you dumbass. Of course they were. That was the whole fucking premise of the whole episode. Like, the whole, like, series. No, I mean, like, everybody at risk now. It doesn't matter how, like, mentally well you are at risk of being abstracted. Now, I want to point out something here. My motherfuckers who know Dragon Quest the movie, if you know Dragon Quest the movie, so it's basically, spoiler warning, I guess, there was an antivirus within the game, within the world, that saved the main heroine and his gang, and was basically like was protecting the whole place, and was just hiding in plain sight. I want y'all to notice that Bubble over here, my goat. Pause. Wait. Hold up. Pause. Pause. Don't play. Don't play. Don't play. Wait. That is one eye. Here's the other one. Here's the other one. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why there's eyes. Scares the fuck out of me. But boom! 360 head soap. Anyways, I think Bubble is an antivirus. And maybe maybe also Abel. I'm not really too keen on that theory. Okay, people who don't know actually is because, okay, so you see this right here, C and A lot of people are predicting that it's, and also I also believe this, it stands for Cain and Abel, which if you do not know anything about the Bible, it's like these two brothers and one of them gets jealous of the other and basically kills the other, and then God's like, yo bro, that's not fucking cool. It's like, ah, rats, right? Whatever. And basically like punishes like the brother who killed. Well, the other brother, like, I don't know what happens, bro. Like I have to read up on that. Whatever. But yeah. I don't really believe that Bubble is Abel. I think Kinger is Abel. We just don't remember the name, especially since Cain doesn't like Kinger. Cain does not like Kinger. And it's probably because Kinger has the best fit and he's just kind of like fuck. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, I think he is. And look at the way like there's multiple of them. I don't know, that kind of reminds me of like medicine. That, I know that sounds stupid, but just hear me out. It kind of reminds me of how like cells maybe can team up together to help attack a vicious, unstable pathogen in your body that's ruining you. Basically ruining these guys. Holy fuck, I don't even know where I started with this. Holy shit, it's not even the image anymore. Whatever, you understood everything I was saying. But yeah, I think pathogen. Let's just run it down. Let's run it down. The ones who I think will die in this episode are either going to be Zubul, Ragatha, or Kinger, or all three. The ones I think are a guarantee survive would be Pomni, Jax, and Gangle. I'm still predicting at the end of the series, the only one that's going to be alive is Jax. Just because it'd be funny. And I think Kinger is Abel. Maybe Bubbles is Abel, but I think Bubble is an antivirus, while Kinger is starting to be a rogue AI type shit. So yeah, that is my predictions. Hope to see you then. Hope to see you then. I'm planning to watch the episode on Tuesday, and reasons why, cause I have a busy life. So see you on Tuesday. Well, technically, I'll watch it on Tuesday and then post on Friday. So, see you on Friday. What was that? What was that? What the hell, boy? I'm so wrong. I was so wrong. I got some revisions to make. Oh my god, bro. It's fucking Jover. Like, actually, it's over. It's actually over. It's worse than I fucking imagine. Here's the thing. If you haven't watched the episode, what the fuck are you doing? Please watch the episode. Like, I know I say, like, for the series, I would say engage with the media before you would interact with this video. But, like, genuinely, like, this time, like, what the fuck are you doing if you have not seen the episode? Please watch the episode. I was completely fucking wrong. I thought some motherfucker was gonna get abstracted. Nobody got abstracted. I was right about one thing. Oh, by the way, spoiler warning if you haven't watched it. Duh, like, what the fuck are you doing? I was kind of right. I mean, someone did die. That someone was not Kinger, was, Cain. I keep confusing them together. That's probably why I think they're Cain and Abel. And honestly, I think Bubble might be Abel. Okay, no shit. Look at the beginning sequence of the whole episode, and you're gonna see two dots. One that's red, one is blue. One is obviously Cain, the other one's obviously Abel, and then it just kind of goes from there. So I feel like the threat for episode 9, which is gonna be the finale, is going to be Bubble. I'm gonna end myself. I'm gonna kill myself. Bubble is Abel, and then they're gonna be like, "But you're gonna let us leave, right?" It's like Titan has saved us. No, no, no. More like new management. But there's just it's just I hate it here. I hate it. I hate it here. I hate it here. I just I'm glad everyone I love survived. I'm glad we got Gangle and Zubul moments. I fucking love those two. Like I genuinely love those two. And as the time I'm recording this, I low-key might draw Gangle or Zubul. I'm not really sure who I'm drawing because I'm making this audio first before I do my recording of the drawing. But it's I don't even know where to start. I actually don't know where to start. You know what? Let's pull up the episode right now. Hold up. Let me hook this up for a minute. Pull up the episode, refresh your mind, and see what happens. Again, if you have not seen this episode, please, for the love of God, what the fuck are you genuinely doing? Okay, let's go. You too. I'm gonna lower my volume. What the fuck? Why are you not working? There you go. Thank you. Yo, what the fuck is this merch line? Oh my god. Okay. Episode 8. First warning, the epileptic thing. I low-key would like if they released 2 different types of episodes, one with the flashing lights and one with like a substitute with no flashing lights. I think that would be really good. But they didn't do that. That's cool though. See, beginning. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the sequence. So basically, there's been theories going around, and I only loosely know about them. So we're going to view them out. First one, the clone theory. So at some point in the episode, if I look here, Kane starts talking about he has replicated. I made a program that creates a body perfectly encapsulating their mind files. Okay, I want to say I don't think it's the clone theory. One, that's weak. Two, I honestly think what he means by like encapsulating their mind files, it literally means trapping their minds within a digital body. So their mind, it's not that the fact that it creates a replica of the person, but the fact that the mind is like kind of soft locked into a new body. Other people are saying that Kane is actually 2 AIs in one. And I kind of believed that theory in the beginning of the episode. Because if you look in the beginning of the episode, and oh, hi, kitty. Oh, hold on, my cat wants to do something. Kitty, stop it. There you go. In the beginning of the episode, we get a nice sequence that I think represents the backstory of the Amazing Digital Circus. I like how he included like real pictures and shit like that. But back on task, Kane consumes, and then the other AI appeared, and then he's like, "Oh hell nah, bitch! I'm the only AI here." And then the red dot consumes the blue dot, which is assumingly assumingly Abel. The reason why this also heavily relates to Cain and Abel, the story, because whatchamacall this? Because the whole reason why Cain killed Abel was because Abel no, Cain was jealous of Abel's favoritism from God. So, and who I want to say is God, I'm going to say Scratch. Scratch was basically favoring the Abel AI over the Cain AI. Let's just say that. So that's why the Cain AI took over the Abel AI. And that's where I'm going to be saying that there's 2 AIs in one. But we're not really sure because I will get to that. I'll get to that. As we continue along in the episode, let me see. Weenie. It's so diabolical. It's so bad. I hate it here. I honestly think Queenie would have been one of my favorite characters if she existed in the circus. However, I feel like if Queenie did, then it would have been an easy character to kill off. Cause all the like, cause it's like it's right there. It's like it's the moneymaker. So I'm lucky she was killed off screen, and shit like that. It never really explained why King or not King or Queenie abstracted, But I think it was a nice touch how Kinger and Queenie just knew who they were, like who like each other were without knowing their name. And it really shows how much they love each other. I love them so much. And also I actually really like playing chess, so just seeing these two pieces just make me happy. Um but oh my god. And then the sequence where it's like, "Oh, don't worry. We'll keep each other safe." And then like it's just you into cellar and then puts him in the cellar. It's like, "What the fuck?" So everybody dead except for Kinger. And then I like this detail where Ragatha comes up and she's like, "Guys, where am I? Guys, guys." Like it also like puts in back like also reinforces her the fact that she was a real estate agent, and that she was with a group of people looking at the property. Assuming they're in an abandoned building. There's no doubt about it because Pomni is in a urban explorer and found the headset. Um type shit. So probably by this time the building was like being sold off. Ragatha found it, and then disappearances kept happening. The thing is, my biggest question is what is happening to the bodies of the Amazing Digital Circus? It just makes me think, like, where you at? Because Kane can create a mind file and soft lock their minds into the digital circus, but he can't really take their physical bodies away. He created new bodies for that matter too. So it just makes me question, like, is no one really seeing that there's not a body there? Like, I don't know. I hope they explain that shit somehow. But I'm gonna geek it the fuck out. I was hoping to see the other sequence of characters joining in. I feel like it was said before, but I low-key forgot. So I'm gonna give a little headcanon here. I think it's Kinger, Ragatha, Jax. Yeah, that makes sense. Zubul, Gangle, and then Pomni. I think that's the order of how like of the people going into the Amazing Digital Circus. And obviously, if you've not seen it, what the fuck are you doing? Please watch. Uh, Kinger getting not Kinger. Okay, I keep confusing them together, bro. Literally in the first 15-minute like preview thing, I kept like I said that Kane was like Kinger and Kinger was Kane. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? So yeah, and yeah, what the fuck are they doing? Um, I'm looking in the video. I love them so much. I'm looking at the scene where it's Kinger just holding on to Ragatha. I wonder at what point did Kinger really go insane? Probably when his wife died. Now that I'm saying it out loud, you stupid fat chug. But he could have probably when he was walking around in that sequence too. He's like also just went insane, like batshit. He's not insane. He's just a little. He's loopy, not loopy, not tipsy. Loony. He's loony. Yes, like Looney Tunes. He's loony. That makes more sense. Um, I really like in how in this scene they also switched the roles with Gangle and Zubul, with Zubul now needing comfort while Gangle's there to help out, and also adding the little thing where it's like, "Oh, you changed my life," and shit like that, and then like Zubul's like, "You're right." That's not substantial, but it's still something, It's still something. I really don't know how this is gonna end because I actually do have multiple endings. Well, I will be saying right now. At the end of this episode, well, no, not really. You already know if you already watched it. June 19, it's coming out. Like, it's gonna be the last thing, and the series has been running for like 2 years. I I don't want it to end. I legit do not want it to end, but I completely understand like why it needs to end and shit like that. I feel a lot of the episodes were character driven, which is cool, but I really wish to see more plot. I know the next episode is going to be an hour long, so it's fine. It's like it's all goaded. It's basically like two episodes in one. Um, what else? What else? Let me see. Let me skim through this. Hi there, Gangle. Like I said in the preview, I love Kinger, Gangle, and Zubul. They're my ultimate faves. I do not want to sound like one of those people, but I don't really care for Ragatha. She's cool, don't get me wrong. She's a very interesting character, but I prefer Gangle, Zubul, and Kinger. The same thing with Jax, by the way. Like, if I'm gonna diss on Ragatha, a lot of people diss on Ragatha for being like, I don't know, being like a quote unquote stuck up bitch. But she's literally like traumatized, guys. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyways, yeah, with Jax, I don't really care about him too much. Oh, we're gonna get to Jax in a minute. Pomni, she's cool too, but again, I don't really like care about those people too much compared to Gangle, Zubo, and Kinger. Like you can't go wrong with Kinger. I feel like if you guys know that audio where it's going like it's entirely possible. It's basically that everyone's fighting about like who's their favorite character, who should be hated, who should die, and then Kinger is gonna be like, we all love Kinger and all that kind of stuff. I've never met a Kinger hater. Hope to never meet a Kinger hater, because I am a Kinger lover. Like the fuck. Call me one of his pawns. Like shit. Try to see here. So they're all coming in terms with it. That's so funny when they actually like when they finally come in terms with the circus. That's when fucking Kane decided like just to geek the fuck out and actually like. Oh, I remember this scene. This is when they hugged each other. Jax, you're so scared of lesbians. You actually hate gay people. It's because you're gay yourself. Don't play. Uh, what's happening? Yay. Oh, he's like, why is he so scared? He's so scared of getting intimate. He's such a stupid ass. Lock the fuck in, please. There's also like glitch posts happening after the episode. I have to check the merch. I low-key need to check the merch. But of him just continuing to separate himself from the group, and it low-key has pissed me off. Like, dude, just lock the fuck in. I understand this is a show, it needs to have drama. Like, a story is useless without drama. But it's like, holy fuck, like, just lock the fuck in and get in there. What else? What else? What else? What else? So yeah, I'm in the little scene here where they kind of accept that they're gonna be stuck in here for five ever, and oh, then this is the scene. I really this scene reinforces the Cain and Abel. Is Cain and Bubble? It kind of rhymes. No, no, it doesn't. Abel, Bubble. It has the bubble thing. It has the able, and then it's just because it's a B sound. I'm looking too much into everything right now. Um, but yeah, I really like this scene because fucking a Bubble is teasing him. I think what happened is that Cain didn't actually kill Abel, but took away his like power, and then Bubble is what's left of what Abel was supposed to be, and then he's like, "You're pathetic," and then he's like, "No." Oh, another thing. I want to reference back to a other episode where Kane called Bubble a parasite. And it kind of makes sense because remember, this his AI world was just for Kane until another AI came in to help build the world. And obviously Kane probably felt threatened by that and caused Bubble a parasite. And my question is that why didn't Kane kill Bubble though? Because if assuming that Bubble is able, now that I believe the theory a little bit more, I can't believe my stupid ass thought Kinger was able. I thought it was a pretty good theory though, because of the way that Kane doesn't like Kinger. But yeah, I'm gonna lose it. We're done for. So what was I at? Oh yeah, I'm looking at the scene and he's just popping all the bubbles. Oh yeah, he's geeking the fuck out. Also, I really like how now there is an official lyric song in the Amazing Digital Circus. I've seen the Jack's Toy one or Digital Hallucination. Personally, I really like Digital Hallucination. Do not quote me on any of the rap battle ones. Not the ones that are like legit. No, I'm talking about the Pommy Jacks, not Pommy Jacks, Gummy Jacks, so rap battle for my love type shit. No, I really like I like Digital Hallucination when it comes to the fan made songs. Jack's Toy was alright. Jack's Toy was alright. Um, but this song, I really like it. Oh, it also has references to the source material. If you are living under a rock and didn't know what the fuck was this based off, it's based off a short story called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. And if we actually look into this right here, yo, give me the song, give me the song, give me the song, bro. Yo, hold up, give me a minute. Divinity is past infinity. I really like that. I really like that verse. I'm gonna wait here until I see it. However, yeah, the source material is from a short story called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. And it's basically about a couple of humans getting tortured by an AI. And there's a lot of times where I look at the I read Okay, here's a fun fact about me. I cannot look at anything without captions. If I do not have captions, the words sound so gangled, bangled, jangled. Sounds so jangled in my opinion. So like I wouldn't be able to properly listen in, so I have to use like captions. So, and during the captions, it actually says a couple of times referencing the AI called Am. So Kinger would not Kinger. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm doing? I'm like literally like doing the same thing that I was doing with the Kinger and Kane thing. Like shut the fuck up. Kane would be like, I am, and then it's like I am. And I was watching it with a buddy, and every time Kinger not, every time Kane said I am, I geeked the fuck out. Um I should actually low-key kind of play the game. There is a game of that series, of that short story somewhere. You should probably look for it. It's low-key. It low-key might be really cool. I want to somehow engage with this media. I will soon enough, hopefully. I am a terrible book reader, by the way. Jesus Christ. I already have one, two, oh my god, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 books to fucking read. Holy crap. I'm so done for, and I don't know which one to start with. But yeah, I'm a terrible book reader. So I'm afraid if I get the physical copy of the actually, there's no way to get the physical copy. I've checked it before. It's like $100 on eBay. I don't know why. No, 200, 300. But yeah. So wait, I'm still trying to find the verse here. You get my idea. If you watch the series, you know what verse I'm talking about. Where it's like it says, if you don't have a mouth, why must you scream? There was Bubble. Oh, wait. In the just in case if you missed it. Honestly, this whole video is just like making sure like you get everything here. Holy god. Oh, that's not Bubble. That kind of looked like Bubble though, low key. Okay, so in the beginning of the song, you can see Kinger, not King. Oh, again, you can see Kane put his head down, and he's like looking towards the camera, ready to sing, and it's in the dark, so you don't really know what's going on. But I thought first time I watched this, I saw it was Bubble with a big grin. However, it's only Kane. Now that I'm really looking at it. Oh, that's a shame. That would have been a really cool like reference. Side note too, I really like the piano. Oh, whoa, 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 what was that? What was that? Whoa, hold up. Oh, wait. Okay, in the piano, it actually says CA and there's a bunch of sparkles on it. I wanna reference this later because in the song, sparkles are referenced again. If you paid attention to the card thing that Kane was doing, I'm actually gonna pinpoint it right now if you want to see it. Uh, I like the little animation thing there. Am I getting through? Hold up, silence right now. I'm looking at the song. If you don't need a mouth if you ain't got a you don't need a scream if you ain't got a mouth. That's the one I was talking about. I'm waiting for when the there you go, there's the cards. Funny enough, okay, here it is. I'm looking at the cards right now, and Pomni has nothing inside her card. Well, she does. They all have little symbols. However, when you look at Kinger and Jax, you can see a moon and star. And it kind of doesn't relate to what they're doing. I don't know what the fuck Ragatha is. I'm sorry. It should have been like a bow. Let me take that ass. I don't know why it looks like a bunch of bubble gum, chewed up bubble gum under the desk at high school. But the only ones that actually have something inside are oh hi kitty, hi kitty. Are Kinger and Jax. And low key, this means something, obviously. This entire episode, Jax was also on the fence, not with just Kane, but with the rest of the crew. And not in the sense that he was like insecure. At some point after like the torture, they're just letting themselves get tortured, like Kaiki too. Not really letting themselves get tortured, but there's like kind of like they kind of just accept when someone just poofs away and then comes back with a bunch of knives, which is a reference to the episode, by the way. But yeah, I noticed that in Jax's card and Kinger's card, there is a moon and star within it, and I see that there's also been a star on the piano, and obviously the only thing I can say is that Jax is somehow related to CA as well. That's why I think that's why he's the second one. Not the second one. He's the third one to enter. Um, what we can say, well, my first ever video on this channel was about the Amazing Digital Circus episode 7. However, no, stop it. You don't get to do that. I might be changing what I thought about Jax earlier because he could be a co-worker who went to investigate the downfall of CA after he quit or like whatnot. Because I find that he's being too scared of when Kinger is sharing information. Or my theory still stands that he ran away from like home to escape the real world. He also was like, there is a line on here, if I can pull it up exactly. Not you, not you, not you, not you, not you. You? Please, 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 come on. Be here later. I thought that's such a cute scene. I love that so much. Um, Pomni saying "be here later," like to affirm, like a promise. That was a cute detail. Come on, don't show me the crash out. Show me the crash out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah, no, he can't face reality. Oh boy. Oh boy. Why face reality when you can just rip your skin off? Which what did happen in the episode. That was terrifying. Also, if you did not know, that was actually the skin ripping part was a reference to the fact that one of the animators posted on this is what's under Jax's model, and it was just a yellow blob. It looked like a yolk, and people were unsettled by it. So when I saw Jax's skin get ripped apart and showing his under model, it just low key irked the fuck out of me. It was gross. It was hella gross. Um, I on God expected a little bit more goriness in this episode. I don't know how gory you can get, but I was actually expecting Zubo being ripped apart more in a painful manner. Like her. I think Zubo uses all pronouns. If not, I'm getting canceled. What pronouns does Zubo use? Any pronouns. Let's go. Okay, I'll win. I usually use they them though, on God. But yeah, because of like her limbs actually finally attach to the body and they just kind of just lose it. They just rip it. And it's like actually painful. They're just taking the torture like a champ though, low key. It might be a little bothering considering their code. But let me see. I actually, dude, it's finally like explained why Kinger has butterflies and like can do all that kind of shit because of his strong imagination. As long as he's in the dark for a bit, he can really take control of his own mind and do shit. He's the real MVP. Like I love you, Kinger, bro. I love Kinger so much. I need merch. I actually need Amazing Digital Circus merch. The only thing I have is a sense of dread and a Gangle pin. That's not even official, by the way. It's probably fucking bought at one of those like cheap ass like anime fairs. It was a gift from a friend. Thank you. But I still love it. I still love it. I need to wear it. But yeah, that's like all the merch I have. I need to get more merch. But what else? What else in this episode? Gimus. Gimus. Um, I think the way that Kane was Kane. Yeah, I said it right. I think the way that Kane is torturing the people is like kind of funny, like using Jax as a floss and like this fucking cars in there. I think it was really funny for Kane to get like a gun and shoot down like a bowling like the bowling pins. Let's go bowling. Pulls out an AK-47. That was really cute. And then the stupid ass bowl screen as well. Pomni being it also explains why Pomni saw an exit door in the beginning of this whole thing because her imagination was so strong for it. It appeared out of nowhere, and then she got the computer. I was right. Actually, I wanna reflect back to what I said. I was right about Kinger having access to a computer and someone dying. I take it. I was low key right about that. Everything else, no, no, I was so wrong. I was dead. Well, I was kind of right with everybody being separated though. At some point, not in the moment, but like during when Kinger was doing his shit, and he's in the dark. They're just making sure he doesn't get the. Oh, I love when Pomni like stood up and was like, "You suck dick. I don't suck dick, and you're cringe. I'm not cringe." Um, and we get to see. Oh, that's terrifying. I fucking love that. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, wait. I should have said what I'm looking at right now. Something that I want to point out is that everybody is saying something to make Kane upset, but when Ragatha starts talking, it truly felt like she felt it in the heart, and I think that was on purpose because she does feel it from the heart. She wasn't just like saying it just to make him upset. She's saying it as a plead, not as an insult. And then we get humongous dungus Kane, which I really liked his thing. And everyone's torture was pretty good too. Especially, I think Ragatha's was pretty scary. Um, I love the Amazing Digital Circus. Don't get me wrong. And as a horror fan, I think it's pretty solid. But as a horror fan, I just wish there was more horror in it. You know, something that something. Don't get me wrong. This episode can be technically scary, but it wasn't suspenseful, if that makes sense. Well, it kind of was. I don't know how to describe it. Like I guess the art style, and it did had scary moments. Where Pomni was looking at gummy goo and shit like that. Okay, I'm gonna be so dead ass. Before this whole series ends, I'm just gonna say it. I did not give a shit about gummy goo. I personally believe that episode 2 was the weakest of all the episodes, which was the Candy Cane Kingdom. I thought it was kind of dumb. No, it wasn't dumb, but I thought that Gummy Goo was kind of dumb, and people being like, "Oh my God, Gummy Goo and Paw X Pommy!" No, shut the fuck up! Like genuinely, shut the fuck up! What are you talking about? But yeah, I don't see the hype with that. I really don't see the hype with that. Um, and Pomni and that being Pomni's torture. Like it fits because it bothers Pomni, but personally, as the audience, as part of the audience, I didn't see the horror of it. Though I actually really like the subtle the su- uh the subtle facial expressions when Pomni sees that he's actually kind of geeked out to Gummy Goo with the black and the eye, like he looks like an actual alligator. And the lights go out. Oh my God! Wait, yeah, I'm watching the scene again. Alligator, and he like she's getting bit. Loki, what is the fear in the? Oh, okay, never mind. Ooh, ooh, Ragatha's. Ragatha's was so good. Like her torture scene, like with the you saw her. She tried to defend herself from the knives, and to one point, she just accepts that she's being stabbed. She's looking up to someone that looks like her, who's already chewed up the other people. Yeah, she puts her hand in front to help, and then she's like flinching and stuff. At some point, she just takes it. Oh, and then we go to Kinger. This is just Kinger's torture, figuring out how the fuck to use a computer. I'm joking. He's like literally. Oh, let me read this. System: King Solution 2 point Digital Circus mainframe. Date: 1996. No, I'm gonna end it all. If you didn't look closely, it says here pass Queenie123. Login Kinger. His wife is his password. Kinger at Circus. Whom I if you know how to code or any of that tech savvy shit, please text in the bottom. I would love to talk about it at some point in a random video or in an actual Let's Ramble Amazing Digital Circus episode 9. I'm for episode 9, I might do a pre-video, like an entire pre-video, and then watch it after. Oh my god, login Kinger, and then the password's Queenie123. I'm gonna end it. 1996, 10:30. So October 30th, 1996. Interesting. One day before Halloween. Oh, and then there's Gangle's torture. I really liked Gangle's, especially being an artist and then like she's just looking. The way it like also like goes down, I thought it was pretty cool too. Oh my god, that's so gay. I hate it here. She gets hit with the car all of a sudden. I really want to know more about Gango's backstory. Actually, fuck it. I need to know more about Zubal's backstory. Like, we literally had a whole fucking Spudsy episode and we didn't get one Zubal. Yo, Zubal, please. Um, dude, and on God, I'm sorry. Listen. I love this series. The Kingers split Zubal episode. We needed just one more episode for Zubal, please. It would have been really cool. It would have been awesome. But I understand if you guys didn't have the idea for it and thought that a therapy room would be good. I think something that Gooseworth can actually do, like can pull it off, is those types of episodes where it's nothing but two people talking in one single room. And the reason why I think this is because I've seen the BoJack episode of it, and people would think, "Oh, that's boring as shit." No, bro. No, 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 no. You don't understand. You make it good, you make it engaging. And that's what I think that Gooseworks has the ability to do and could have done that an entire episode of just Zubul and Kane talking and then Kane kind of bitching it out, you know? I also like Zubal's torture. I think Zubal's torture was pretty fitting. A mirror, a bunch of parts trying to get him. Get this bitch! And pulling. It's like a fucking Toy Story. Like, I think the mirrors is pretty symbolic as well because she's like looking at like his self, and is trying to reach for something that like they don't even like because it's the only thing that's there for them. That's just my little silly brain. Jax's was pretty good. I'm sorry, Pomni was the weakest one. Pomni was the weakest one because everyone else's had like a torture that really, really resembled what they feared, and then Pomni was on God, just some motherfucker that blew up in front of her. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna go as far as saying I'm a Gummy Goo hater. I'm a Gummy Goo criticizer because he should not have been that important in Pomni's life. Technically, it should have been more. Pomni should have been more like I don't know because we don't know anything about Pomni. We aren't. Pomni is NPC. No, no, she's not. No, she's actually no. We saw. I'm so fucking stupid. We saw her actually get into the Amazing Digital Circus. She's not an NPC. She no NPC. I thought about it because I'm just like, oh my god, why don't she learn sympathy and realize that Gummy Goo was a NPC just like her and was like, no. But no, she's literally imagining things like a person, she's fighting like a person. And obviously that could be like oh my god, no. I heard somebody say that one of the characters is an NPC, and I think they were NPCs. I only thought in that moment, but that was because it was like a heat of the moment, if that makes sense. So yeah, again, Jax's, I think it's awesome. There's Kaufmo, there's Pomni. It's funny because he actually cares about what Pomni thinks about him considering this. I feel like Ragatha should have been there. I feel like she is. Hold on, let me look back. Let me look back. Um, in the Jax's like torture scene, the car was. I'm sorry, I looked back at Gangle's one. That the car was devastating. That was so diabolical. So I'm looking. Yeah, I like it how it just turns into random people and then turns into significant people. Ragatha's not here. That is insane. So it is Pomni and it's Pomni, uh Kaufmo and Ribbit. Was it Ribbit? Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay, here's Kinger. Kinger Circus secure. Total 849 da da da. October 15th, 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 15th. Immersive AI defense system, blah blah blah, King of Circus, da 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 da. Warning, unfinished work detected, access restricted. Okay, yeah, he's fighting for his life right now. I love you, Kinger. Oh, oh, there you go. He grabs them. He's hit them towards the wall. I love this version of Kane. The way he has so many arms. You know what the arms remind me of? It reminds me of like the old TVs with the pipes and stuff. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know because I never really grew up with those like old technologies type shit, so I can only describe it in like an aesthetic. But it's like the web core type of aesthetic with the pipe coming out of nowhere with the like looking pretty cylinder. And then his body is way bigger, and then he's kind of crashing out. No shit, bro. Is that Bubble in the background? really liking the sharpness of it. Oh no 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 no! Stop it! This whole scene is so fast that I moved like 5 seconds back, and so much shit is happening. Okay, come on, come on, come on. I'm telling you, Pomni's torture was not it. Pomni's torture was not it. Everything, everyone else's torture was perfect, but Pomni's, I'm sorry, I don't give a shit about Gummy Goo. That's the issue. Uh, that's maybe Pomni is an NPC. I know that defies all logic. What is this? Security alert, multiple exploits. Whoa, when did you make that? Administration, not even close, not even enough. We're under code. Remaining wacky word, but wrong code. Safest option. Yo, he's tippy tapping away. Purge AI program. Ooh. King, I realized Kinger said fuck. Or shit. I don't know. I didn't see it. Something that I really like about Amazing Digital Circus that fucking I'm gonna diss on Hasbin whenever I can. That Hasbin I cannot is that Hasbin has a plot but prioritizes the humor and it just kind of fucking like demeans the plot. While Amazing Digital Circus uses the humor to kind of elevate the plot but never tries to make the thing that happens funny. The reason why I'm saying this is because the disappearing man will go like, say, can you and do nothing else. Wow, Kane does the exact same thing, but it's funny, but it's actually works out because it's shocking. Because Kane is fucking dead. He's so dead. He just disappears like that, and I don't know, it just fits on perfectly. Oh my god, I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this series so much. It's gonna end. And there you go. Kane is a Kinger is trying to walk with the bucket in his head. That's crazy. Wait, I just realized. Wait. He lifts up the bucket, but it's dark enough for him to wait. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got distracted. Okay. So yeah, I saw Kinger lift up the bucket. That means it must be dark for him, dark enough for him to be okay to talk. I mean, it's still not really explained why darkness is good for him. I don't think. It could be something that not Kinger, Kane placed on him or something to keep him like okay from abstracting. So like, just keep him in his little fort, keep him happy type shit. But I'm looking at everyone's reaction to Zubul saying "Holy shit," and I think it's so cool. I think Gangles has the best reaction with the little mouth open. But yeah, that's the entirety of the episode. And then everything goes back to normal with the outro. A couple things I want to say. People are saying that the clone theory is being reinforced in that episode because of what King Kane said about the encapsulating mind files and shit like that. I don't think that's the case because like I said, I think that'd be kind of lame. And two, just because encapsulating doesn't necessarily mean that you're encapsulating means the opposite of replication, not the opposite of replication, but doesn't mean replication. It simply means capturing. Like for example, if I encapsulate my cat, doesn't mean there's another cat out there. It means that I caught the original one. So the mind files probably means that their minds are locked into Kane's AI or something. However, oh my god, I can't wait until we find out their real names. I don't think we're ever gonna find out their real names, so I really hope so though. Um, but I still think, based off today, I honestly thought that Jax was gonna be the only one surviving, but now I actually have a different opinion. I think Jax or Kinger or both are gonna be the two that survive the Amazing Digital Circus. The reason is that during the card sequence of the song, um, Kane pulls out all the playing cards and only Kinger had a moon with inside his square, and Jax had a star within his square, which I think it's a little odd to represent them with those kind of because Kingdom could have easily been a crown, and then Jax could have been easily like a circle or something, or something to represent his eye or something. But no, they deliberately chose those two. Not to mention how Jax's star is also in Kane's piano. So now that I think about it, is Jax an NPC? Let's think about it for a minute actually. We don't really know much about Jax, and we have heard that Kane confuses NPCs and people. What if Jax knows that he's not real? Therefore, he knows that you understand. Please understand. Please understand what I'm saying. What if he really thinks that he's going to go away, and he pretends that they're fake too to make himself feel better? I don't know. What are your thoughts? I rambled a lot. It's a whole bunch of mess, but that's what this series is about. Just saying what's on my mind about whatever I think is pretty cool. And I think The Amazing Digital Circus is a pretty good series. I would recommend it to anybody, even with some of the like critiques I've said so far. Yeah, no, this is the end of the video. Okay, bye!